Today is the day that we have all been waiting for. Very, very exciting. Before we get into the final reveal of the new garage, I want to let you guys know that right now, as you guys are watching, the Legends Championship Collection just went live on the Legends site. And before we hop into today, I wanted to give you guys a little look at everything that's on the site currently. First of all, everything is motorsports oriented, motorsports inspired. We have two brand new t-shirts, one of which I'm currently wearing right now. This is the black variation. So we have the championship logo right here, along with the race collection on this side. This is USA and Japan. Then we have the big championship logo on the back. So the white shirt and the black shirt both have the same back, but a different front. So I'll go ahead and show you guys the back real fast. So the back of the shirts have the championship logo, as well as all of our sponsor logos back here that make everything that we do in the garage as well as on the track possible. So huge thank you to all of our amazing sponsors that make this happen. I love the white and the gold. It looks amazing. And of course, one of my favorite items always to wear to the track. We have the brand new championship collection hoodie right here. So we have the championship logo on the front and all of our sponsors down the sleeve. Also, every piece of apparel is gonna have the really high quality Legends patch, as you can see right here. Very, very sick. So 2 new shirts and a new hoodie, and then we have a ton of really amazing accessories. So some of my favorite stuff is always the small stuff that we get to release. We have 3 brand new box stickers. We have gold, black, and we have the race responsibly, which I think is super cool too. 2 brand new die cut stickers, which is a circuit team, and then just the Legends. Probably 2 of the coolest things that we're gonna be dropping are, number 1, the helmet visor. This is absolutely sick. So you will have to cut and modify the vinyl to whatever visor or helmet that you have, but it does work and it's really, really cool. You guys have seen this on my helmet. It gives a nice aggressive look to your whatever track fit that you're wearing. Something that's super cool is we have motorsports maintenance record stickers to help, especially with your valvoline oil changes. This will help a lot. So you can use these on your track car or just your everyday car to remind you on when to do oil changes. So we have these coming. Last but not least, well, we have the hat as well. We have a new hat, and last but not least, we do have brand new license plate frames, which is really, really rad as well. So all of the stuff live on the Legends page right now. You guys can pause the video, head to the first link down in the description box below, and I'll take you guys straight to the Legends site. All right, without me rambling on, let's just hop in to the reveal of Garage Kogeki. What is up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. We are finally back home and we're getting right to work here. This entire week, Garage Kogeki is about to go through a full transformation and it is going to be so sick. So first off, we have to give a massive thank you to Ben Pack. They completely outfitted this shop with literally everything that we need. I think today is the real day where Garage Kogeki becomes our full-time shop and we no longer have to go back down to the old shop. And as you guys can see, they've already started getting to work. We are finally putting in our 2 2-post lifts and our 1 4-post lift over here. We have a lot going on in here. The shop, like I said, is about to come fully together, and I'm gonna show you guys every step of the way. Let's give you guys a little tour of what we got here. So not only do we have lifts, we have a ton of accessory stuff that we need for the shop, and that's just gonna make our lives a whole lot easier that Tim and I never had in the old shop. So as you guys know, we've talked about it a bunch, but this is like our main workstation of the shop. So we wanted both of our 2 posts over here. One, a diagonal, which is probably gonna be our main lift right here, which is where most of the work is gonna be done. We wanted enough space back here to have, number 1, storage for tools, storage for things, but also enough storage right here to where we can work on the cars, which that's why we have our lifts right here. So main lift number 1, and then we also have our main lift number 2 right here, right next to it. So as you guys know, we have a bunch of builds that we work on simultaneously, and now we can have multiple cars on multiple lifts in the same location, everything together. Tim, what do you think?
Hey, and also we have quick jacks too.
And we have quick jacks. So this area right here, like, I can't wait to show you guys what it looks like with cars in here, but this area is still open. We have this entire storage area still open right here. And then we have car storage over here with the 4-post lift with enough room for another car on the side. Our hangout area, whenever we're ready for a mezzanine, we can install the mezzanine in the bathroom over here. It's coming together. It's coming full circle. Everything that we need is about to be in here, Tim.
It's a lot's happening in 2 days.
Looks like a real shop now, dude. Welcome back for day 2 of the complete garage Kogeki overhaul. Each day just keeps getting better and better. This video has 2 of the most important parts of the garage. Aside from the actual building going up, 2 of the most important parts of the garage. You guys saw the lifts going yesterday. Today we're here with the boy from Garage Floors one day, completely changing how this place is gonna look. The lifts were the starter, and now the floors are gonna be the cherry on top. Garage Floors one day is so sick. Let me just show you guys a little bit, or tell you guys a little bit about Garage Floors one day. And obviously by the name, they do the floors in one day, which is super sick. Now, I'm going a little bit bougie, so it's gonna take them more than one day because I have a couple of colors that we're mixing and doing some cool designs. But Garage Floor one day obviously gets it done in one day. So let me show you guys what they're gonna be using today to actually lay the floor. We'll give you guys a walk around of what we're gonna be doing, show you guys the process. It's gonna be super sick. All right, I know it's super loud, but we're just gonna hop right in here while the guys are working. The good thing about this is our floors are already so brand new that they didn't really have to cut deep into the concrete. They just kind of had to scratch the surface to make sure the epoxy sits and everything like that. But we're going to talk about the Bulldog epoxy in just a bit because it's actually really, really cool and a lot of great benefits that we're going to be able to use for the shop, such as like UV protection. As hot as it gets and as bright as it is, the floors are never going to turn color or yellow or fade, anything like that. And especially when we pop these insane lights on, it's going to reflect off the floor and just make this place so much brighter. So they have all of the epoxy laid out that they're going to be using, all the materials, I should say. I don't really know what's all up in here. That's for them to explain to you guys. Garage Floors one day only uses Bulldog epoxy right here. They were actually really kind and explained to me what makes this so good. And I already kind of told you a little bit about the UV and the lighting. I told them that I wanted the shop to look just like a showroom, and they told me that this is going to help extract the light from the floor and kind of just like bring it all out. So that's a huge plus for me when I was deciding on what I wanted to do. And you guys can already get a little bit of a look at the color that we're going with, but once we're actually done in there, kind of prepping the floors and doing all that stuff, I'm going to explain to you guys exactly what we're doing because it's really, really sick. Oh, I think he's going to mix some right now. So, very excited for this, but Garage Floors one day does not only just install flooring, they've actually expanded and they also have garage cabinets one day, which we've been working on a little bit. But if you guys are interested in checking out this epoxy, you can actually purchase this from the Epoxy Systems International website, which I'll link down below. If you guys are looking into it, you guys can actually purchase this epoxy in kits depending on the size of your garage. But I'm gonna go ahead and leave all of Garage Floors one day social media down below, as well as their websites and anything affiliated with them, so you can check out their cabinets, their flooring, the epoxy, all of that good stuff. Kind of an idea of what I want. And so the base color of the floor is gonna be this light gray color. I think I wanna wait until we saw like the design to kind of show you guys where I got the inspiration from, but They're starting to lay the gray today. They're gonna do the entire floor gray for today. Start on the design tomorrow. I'll show a little bit of them finishing up the flooring today, and we'll get into like the really cool and fun stuff tomorrow. Day 2. All right, Luke, what's going down here? I'm super excited. It looks great.
Thank you. So we've buffed it out. Now we're cleaning it with acetone and vacuumed it. Filled in any little possible hole with Bondo, and we're just about to put the red coat on.
Oh my God, it looks so good. I took a lot of inspiration from one of my favorite shops in Japan, which is a Nismo Mori factory. So we have a red called Safety Red that's gonna go down in here, and that's gonna be pretty much like our work areas where the cars are going to have that bright safety red, which is also pretty good for us. So when anything leaks or if we have any oil spills, whatever, it's going to show up really nice on that red. And it's also going to help like break apart the gray in the shop. And they actually suggested that we do kind of like a little design. So we'll leave it for when they're actually going to do it, but we have kind of something that's going to kind of break up the red and the gray even more. Very excited. They lined up everything in here. So they're going to start laying the red today. Pretty much you guys are going to be finished today, right?
We should be done today.
That's wild. And it would have been one day if I wasn't so bougie with the red and stuff. So, but also we're going to do a big safety red line from the door all the way down to the end of the shop right there, which is also going to look really cool. Almost time for the red, guys. Quick little break in between getting the garage finished. As you guys can see, the GTR finally made it back home to California, and now we got a lot of work to do, but this time not a lot of work to fix this thing, a lot of work to make this thing even better. Well, I actually lied. We gotta fix our little duct tape knob right here, so if anybody has an R32 shifter assembly, hit me up because we need to fix this guy. But we have a lot of good upgrades that we need to do to this thing now before our next event comes. We're gonna go bring this stuff back to the shop, bring the GTR back to the shop, and let's check in on how far along they are. Update here. Oh my God. I cannot believe this thing. Are you joking me right now?
Dude, this turned out better than I thought. It looks amazing.
Oh, obviously you guys can get the idea of what we're going for now. But they're basically done. I mean, they have a lot more to go, but what they're gonna do is start grinding the red. Well, they've already ground the entire gray, but they're about to lay the second coat, the polisher, the clear, and this thing's gonna be blinging.
Yeah, it's gonna be so easy to clean if we have like a little, let's just say power steering spill like we've been having, even though that's fixed.
Hopefully we don't.
That's fixed. So I'm just saying.
I cannot do the way it, like how much it's gonna brighten up.
When they put the other coat and then the clear, it's just gonna bounce the color off. It's just, you're gonna see the car in the actual reflection.
It's gonna be showroom quality plus.
Really good.
Very sick. So
love the red.
Yeah, the red, like the safety red, like the stripe in the front, really nice accent. Breaks it up from where we're gonna have space to the garage base, to the tools, to the storage over here. It's awesome. It is reveal day. It's time for you guys to see the finished product of Garage Kogeki, and let's switch gears for a second here. This is the exact opposite of how I expected this reveal to go, and also the exact opposite of how I wanted it to go. Things just strangely took a turn for the worst, and well, we're here now, and I'm gonna go ahead. We'll just show you why. I'll shut up and let's get inside and show you why. I mean, the garage looks fantastic. It looks amazing. Garage floor one day did an incredible job on the floor, as you guys saw through the whole process, and I was very excited to get in here, show you guys all the cars, the lifts working, everything, and you know, things just went straight downhill. It sucks. So let me show you the first issue that we have here, which actually literally probably 15 minutes before I wanted to come film the actual reveal of the shop. This just happened. So we have no power at all in the garage. We have zero power. If you guys have been keeping up with the garage build, you guys know that we are completely off grid. We are in this garage, we are solar powered, completely off grid, which is very, very cool until things like this happen. So the best way I can describe this for you guys is this garage build is like building a car. For any of you that have built a car, Murphy's Law, anything that can go wrong will go wrong. And guess what? It's the same damn thing. We literally built this shop from the ground up. This is the most insane construction project I've ever been a part of. We literally took a dirt hill and made it into this incredible shop. Just like if we were to take a shell of a car and build something insane, like the Attack 32, there will always be problems. And of course, on probably the most important video that we can film for the shop, and as soon as we completely move out of our old shop, everything decides to just not work. So I'm gonna be real with you guys right now, and I'm not gonna pretend like everything's okay and like hold off on this video until things are fixed, because this is how life is. Guys, I literally moved out of my working shop, which, keep in mind, like, this is my job, this is my career, like this is how I fund paying for my house, everything. I moved out of my shop to move into here, and we can't do anything. So I've already shown you guys we have zero power in here, but before we had zero power, we put the lifts in here, and while the power was still working, keep in mind, we tried to wire in the lifts, and the lifts do not work at all. And this is not a bend pack issue. Let me make that very clear. Everything is intact, everything is working as it should be. Benpack did a fantastic job. Huge thank you to them for getting us all of the lifts and stuff. This is a power grid issue that we are having with our shop. So when the lights are on, when we had electricity, we tried to power up the lifts, and the lifts simply do not work. The electricians believe that the inverter that we're using for the solar power of the shop claims that it has a power capacity of, I'm not an electrician, so I can't give you exact numbers, but it has a power capacity that can actually hold the lifts. That's what it says. And now that we have the lifts wired in, it actually can't hold that capacity. So that poses a problem that, you know, our battery and our inverter for the solar is not pushing enough power to power the lifts, which, you know, that's a set of issues in its own. Like, we could get a new battery and a new inverter that holds more power, and that could probably fix that. But the thing is, that's a lot of money. That is like, we were told with the setup that we have now that it could power everything that we have in the shop with ease. And I'm currently filming the reveal of the shop in the dark with zero power. This just really, really sucks. This is not how I wanted this to go. With that being said, I'm not really sure what next steps are. We no longer have a shop down in San Diego, and we can't use this shop because we have zero power currently. And you know, if we had the lights, we could have probably used the Benpack quick jacks and, you know, worked off the floor for a little while until we get these things figured out. But we can't even do that right now. So yeah, I'm not even really sure where to go with this. I mean, like I said, I'm gonna be real as possible with you guys. This is just a terrible, terrible situation. Like, worst case scenario, honestly, the shop is so sick. The worst part about it is we have everything that we need here. I'm at the finish line, I'm in the end zone, and I came to make the final reveal for you guys today, and it doesn't work. But that's really the worst part, me like standing here right now and all the hard work that you guys have seen through this entire process. You know, it was totally worth it, and now it's like, shit, did we make a mistake doing solar and not doing regular electricity? I don't know. It's a mess. This construction project, the closest thing that I can relate it to is a car build. It's just part of what we do, I guess, and it's how you make the best out of the situation. And I haven't, you know, I haven't reached that part yet on how to make the best out of the situation, but that's why I'm filming this. That's what we're gonna work on. So I guess like that's the gist of our issues, as much as I can give you. But hey, the shop looks amazing, right guys? I mean, Garage Floor one day did a fantastic job on the floor epoxy. It looks incredible. I'm so bummed right now. So like I told you guys in the video, I went with a Nismo Mori factory inspired look. We did the gray flooring and we have the red outlines for where the car is going to be. You know, when the lights are on, it's so dark right now. When the lights are on, it looks really, really cool in here. It's very bright. The light reflects off of the ground and it makes it look just like a showroom in here. Absolutely amazing. And especially having a car on the red, I mean, it just makes everything pop. And when we have everything working in here, when we have a car on the lift and we're working right here, it's gonna look amazing. The videos are gonna be so good in the shop. So I just have to give a massive thank you. Garage Floors one day, I mean, this is the coolest thing ever, to look at this and see how nice it is in here. And we don't have all the cars in here yet. We were waiting to get the lifts working so we can put some cars on the lift and put some cars underneath it. It was gonna look really, really cool. Obviously that never happened. But I mean, that's besides the point. And as I'm sure you guys are noticing, we have a lot of cool stuff in here. So we have brand new storage racks, which we're going to be putting all of our miscellaneous parts on. And as you can already see, I mean, we have it pretty full with tires, engines, transmissions, all of our seats, bumpers. It actually looks like a shop in here. And it's so dark and it's so hard for you guys to probably get the feel of it without the lights being on, but it's so cool. It's so cool. I hope you like the design that I went with. I mean, even just with the lifts and the squares and how it has the full red rectangle with the red strip on the outline. I mean, the design is just so cool, and they did a great job at lining everything up. It looks amazing. Once this place has electricity again, it'll be pretty rad. That's really the best I can do here, which is, it sucks. I hate not being able to create what's in my head because of stupid situations that are completely out of my control, especially with stuff like this, because, you know, I work so hard, and like, I was so proud, I still am so proud of this place. And when stuff like this happens, you know, everything, at least to me, feels like it falls all back on me. You know, this is my shop. I decided to build it. I decided to do solar. I decided to do all the lifts and all whatever. And I feel like when things don't go right and when things don't work like this, it all falls back on me. And it's such a heavy weight on my shoulders, and I hate it. Sometimes, you know, there's situations where maybe if I had like another video, I could have, you know, posted the video today, had a couple more days to try and fix this. And there's always situations like that, but I want to show you guys the real side of all of this, because a lot of the times things don't go as planned. And I mean, lately this has been happening to me more now, especially with the GTR. I just wanted to show you guys the real side of things, because crap like this happens, and like, it's completely unexpected. Like, what are the chances that, yeah, the lifts don't work, but what are the chances that the electricity decides to just, I'm not gonna work today on the day that I'm filming, you know? Like, what are the chances of that? On the flip side, everything is what you make of it. And I don't know how we're gonna turn this into a positive situation, but we're gonna get it figured out. We're gonna get the solar guys out here. They're gonna help us take care of this, and we're gonna figure out next steps. Because, you know, obviously, like, Tim and I, to do things, like, there's so much work that has to be done. Like, we have a whole Civic build that was planned for this upcoming week, and now that's pushed back because we need the lifts, and of course we need electricity. And then, you know, we have to get the Attack 32 ready for its next race. We have so much stuff to do to that, and like, we can't do anything. So we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna make the best of it, and I'm gonna take you guys along every step of the way, and you guys know exactly what's going down. Like, this sucks, but we're gonna figure it out together, and we're gonna make the best of it. So this is the unfortunate reveal of Garage Kogeki. well, that is going to do it for our shop reveal. Everything came out amazing either way. The floor is awesome, bend pack lifts are awesome, all the stuff is awesome. We just got to get the kinks and all that figured out, which we will definitely do. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. I'll keep you guys updated on what we find out. Hopefully it's sooner than later, because we gotta get things going. But as always, I'll keep you guys updated. Thank you guys very much for staying on this journey with me and sticking along with me through this entire process. Garage Kogeki is amazing. And just like all the car builds, we got to get the kinks figured out and we're going to get everything to work. So thank you guys very much for watching today's video. Don't forget, we have the all new Legend Circuit Team Championship Collection live on the site right now. It'll be the first link down in the description box below. If you guys have not already, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys very much. Thank you guys very much. And I'll see all of you guys in the next one. Peace out.